Okay, hey guys. So, oh my god, great start. First off, I'm going to apologise, I'm still a bit ill, that's why my voice sounds a little different, but also, it might sound different as well, it might sound a little bit more condensed. I've made a makeshift sound booth in my room. I don't know how well it will work, I'm currently using it right now. This is what I sound like when I'm not using it. So, take it with it as you will. Oh wow, I'm just looking at the site, like the actual sound graphics going through red, that's not good. But yeah, as you can see, this is a Procreate video. As I said, I was working on something last week, and that's why last week's video wasn't as good as kind of rushed, because I was doing this, a realism challenge, a portrait study. So if you've seen my work, you know I do illustration and semi-realism. I would not consider realism one of my strongest pursuits, because I honestly hate it so much. People who can do this all the time, I give you so much credit, and it's so difficult for me to do. I decided to do this realism challenge because I stumbled upon some old artwork I found a couple of years ago in my Mac files. When I was applying to university, I had to do a portfolio to show off some work, and one of the things that it required was a portrait illustration of some kind. And for me, at the time, I was studying graphic design. I was like, bollocks, I don't do portraits because I'm a graphic design student. I do illustrations and like semi-realism. So for that, I created a illustration to submit, and you'll see it on screen now. And I was really proud of this. I completed this in Photoshop, and this was when I had my first graphics tablet on my iMac, my old iMac. And I was so happy with how it came out. I was honestly so proud. I thought I was like, I'm going to do this more often. Hint, I didn't. But yeah, I saw that, and so a couple of days ago when I was scrolling through my Instagram, I found that again. I was like, oh wow, I can't believe I actually made that, because I don't think I can do realism at all. It's so hard for me to do. That's why this video took a while to make. So I did this illustration within Procreate, as you can probably tell from the Speedpaint format. And don't worry, it will go into a more real-time drawing process, because I realised halfway through that actually you guys probably want to see the drawing part of it. It originally wasn't going to be a video properly, it was just going to be more of an Instagram Speedpaint. However, I thought, you know what, I'm going to make it into a video. And so I did, and so at some point, hopefully soon, it will transfer over to the camera view from side angle. I had to use it from left hand side because when I'm drawing I have to go really close and detailed when I really want to do my best work. So yeah, that's why I do that. But overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I showed this to some of my classmates, some who specialised in fine art, illustration and realism, and they were pretty impressed with what I could do with this, because they know what my skills are. They know that I'm more of a background artist, stuff like that. And honestly, I was so shocked myself being able to do this. In total, I think this took like 6 or 7 hours to do, so it was a hefty process, but I think it was ultimately worth it to do. Hopefully it's switched over by the time you're watching it, but I've been using the airbrush for the majority of it because it's just easier to create the shading, and I went for grey tones because I do not want to even fathom trying to do skin tones and realism skin tones one step at a time, so learn how to do the shading in grayscale to get the actual tones and everything, etc. But as I said, overall, I think this was successful for what I was trying to do. Luckily, I'm not studying like fine art or anything, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But I think maybe in the future I might try and do this more often. I say maybe, because this was very time consuming, but very relaxing actually when doing it. Because I was copying an image, and you can probably see it flicker on screen sometimes, or you saw it before. But I was studying an image I found on Pinterest, so I wasn't thinking of a concept, it was just more drawing it, but in a realism style. So yeah, leave down below if you guys are a realism artist or if you've done realism before, because honestly I would love to know some tips about it. Realism is one of the things that I think is just so amazing, and I definitely don't think I could do it with like pencil and charcoal. I would just give up too easily. Luckily with digital it's not messy, I can redo, I can erase, stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think there's any more I really want to say about the illustration, because as you can see it's just the simple concept. Speaking of illustrations and videos, the main topic of this video actually, you can hear my iPad, I am so sorry, I've got my notes on here. So in my course right now, one of my modules is called Professional Practice, and within that we have to look at how we apply ourselves as animators and artists into the industry. And my tutor knows that I have a YouTube channel. He actually watches a couple of videos, I think, which is quite nice and honoured. But he always compares my work to someone in third year, and he doesn't do it in a bad way. He does it in more of an inspirational way, I must say. In third year, we have a student, one of my friends, you probably know her on here if you follow the YouTube art community. Her name is Piper Art, or Felipe Santos. How do you say her surname? But Felipe also goes as Piper's Art on YouTube. I think she has about 600,000 subscribers at the point of recording this video, so yeah, she's a pretty big deal. She's been doing YouTube a lot longer than me, I think about 7 years maybe, so she deserves all the subscribers she has. Go check her out if you haven't, because she's honestly such an amazing artist and a YouTuber, like amazing YouTuber. But yeah, and so as part of this module, my tutor Matt has set me a task of actually to focus on my YouTube channel more, because he saw what I was doing and he actually really loves what I'm trying to do. He's really trying to push it, and so because of that, and also I can use that excuse because it's actually university work as doing it, I want to hopefully at least get a video out every week. I know I say this, but I've actually created a plan with him, and hopefully I'll stick with it, including Instagram and Twitter posting. So follow me down below. I'll put things on screen, but also down below in my bio I'll have links to my Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, you'll see updates on there. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to try to upload at least once a week, and even if it's just a simple Procreate illustration, as you saw at the start, because not always I have time to sit down at my desk and film, because I often do work at university in class. But the beauty of having an iPad and stuff is I can actually edit videos on it using Adobe Rush. Now they aren't the best quality videos, but they are still what I need for that type of stuff, so doing a quick Speedpaint, export the time-lapse footage, just put it into Premiere, add some sound to it, etc. I can easily do that on my iPad. So if I have to, I can spend lunchtime doing that, or I can actually just use some of the computers in my university for that, which is really cool. But this is my plan. I'm saying it now. Hopefully I can stick to it. I've got my whole bullet journal right now. It's just ideas of crazy how I'm going to do this. But I'm hopefully going to be trying to upload twice a week, because I've been reading into YouTube algorithms and stuff like that. It's actually really interesting. But I want to try and upload on a Tuesday and a Friday every week. I can't guarantee that I'll always be like that, because life gets in the way and stuff, plus I'm in work Tuesday mornings. However, I've specifically chosen Tuesday because I'm in work Tuesday morning, but that's it. That's my only commitment. As well as Friday, even though I'm in university all day, I have no commitments in the evening, so I've got a complete evening free. I might also just go on to Saturday, I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to hopefully try and upload twice a week. One of them will probably be a Procreate Speedpaint of some kind. And if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, it'll probably be the same one, just with maybe voiceover sound. So I'm sorry if it's repetitive, I'll try not to do that as much. But I'll hopefully try and have a unique video every week as well, so whether it's a traditional art illustration, art challenge, tutorial video, stuff like that, etc. And from that as well, speaking of tutorials, I do want to do tutorial videos as well, because I think YouTube is such a great platform, especially for learning. And so I'm not going to say I know everything about everything, because I don't. But as a graphic design student, passing student, for 3 years, also as well as an animation student and doing digital painting, I think I have a pretty good knowledge under my belt, especially for novice and beginner artists. So from that, I do want to do tutorials. I don't know what tutorials I'll do, and they'll only be quick, but it might just be my process of doing character illustration, process for designing backgrounds, stuff like that, things that I should know off the tip of my tongue as an animation student. And if that's something you're interested in, please leave a comment down below saying what things you might want to see, because it's all about you. I'm not creating tutorials for myself, I want to create them for you, for what you may need and may want. Might be you want to know how to use Procreate properly, or how to use Adobe Premiere, or After Effects, or Toon Boom Harmony, etc. So yeah, please, if you're interested in that, please leave a comment down below, and I'll try my best to do whatever I can. As well, I like to do videos like this, as you're seeing, so this to me is a study video because I am practicing a human portrait study. Yes, it's in realism, so I'm not always going to do that, but stylized portraits and whatever, but just other studies, that's something else I want to do, as the good videos, they're beneficial for me, they're beneficial for you to watch and learn how I complete something. But if you're not too fond of that, please tell me down below, because if you're not interested, I won't do that. Sorry guys, I keep having to go for a breath. I keep on going out of breath. I can't breathe through my nose properly, so it's not good. And finally, yeah, I know I'm making a lot of commitments, and this is my final one. The more videos I do, I know that a lot of them are going to be not the best. So hopefully as soon as I start filling sketchbooks up, I'll be able to do those sketchbook tours, because I know everyone loves a good sketchbook tour video. Besides that as well, I want to do some more like sketch with me videos and create a design character with me videos, as well as stuff that relates to my university coursework, because killing two birds with one stone, but I feel like you guys would be interested in it, because I would be. I want to know what animation student does. If I had the confidence, I would honestly just like vlog my day-to-day life in university, which I may try and do in the future. Not necessarily vlogging, hey guys, to camera, but more just taking snippets of what I'm doing in class, and then I don't know, maybe condense snippets of like every day that I'm in uni, so 3 or 4 times a week, condense that into a week clip to then post once a week. I don't know. These are just all ideas I want to play around in my head. But in summary, yeah, this module in class has been really opening my eyes to possibilities of what could happen with YouTube, and you guys have been so, I thank you for honestly watching my videos. If you clicked on here and watched it today, you don't realise how much that helps me, because it realised that you guys actually are interested in what I create. Yes, I don't have the biggest subscriber base, yes I don't have the biggest viewing base, but that's fine, they're all numbers, I don't care about them. I'm just very happy to know that people actually like the content I make, and that inspires me to create more to deliver to you guys. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up the video now because I'm out of breath. It is late at night, I want to get this finally edited and then upload to schedule. Scheduling videos as well, that's something I'm going to start doing. But yeah guys, before I wrap up, is there any other videos you guys are interested in? Please tell me down below, because I read all your comments, they're all helpful. And if I can make something even for like the one person who will watch it, whatever, there might be multiple of you who want the same thing. So please comment down below what you might want to see on this channel. And yeah, before I go, please subscribe, because everything helps. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below anything, just say hi if you want to. I just like talking to you guys in the comment section, as well as sharing this video would really help. Hey guys, until next video, keep on being creative and have fun.